The Ballad of Clarissa It. One time, there was an extremely mean person named Clarissa It. She did a project with her son and said that he did nothing and she did everything. Her son was not happy about this, so he wrote a story called The Ballad of Clarissa It. Clarissa got as depressed as a widow and decided she should run away to the Amazonian rainforest and live the rest of her life there. So she did. Until one day when she was eaten by a large snake. That's a story for a different time. Actually, that's the story for now. Clarissa was walking through the Amazonian rainforest one day. She had gotten as old and crusty as a dead capybara left out in the cold for too long. She found a young child on the ground and ate its small feet. They are the juiciest part of the body. That same day, Clarissa It was eaten by a large snake. She tripped over an obtuse rock, and the large snake attacked her. It ate her juicy feet first. Today, Clarissa It is a scattered pile of snake dung. Her son was happy after he heard the news because he thought she finally got what she deserved. But little did he know that soon after, while he was searching for her body, which of there was none left, in the rainforest, that same large snake would attack him. He barely survived and made his way to the nearest hospital, where his wounds were moistly treated. But before all this, back when Clarissa was still alive in the rainforest, she had another adventure. One day when Clarissa It was running through the trees, trying to escape a large capybara, she found herself in the middle of a small clearing. She turned around to see that a tree had fallen down and hollowed out. She climbed inside to make sure the evil capybara did not find her. When she thought she was safe, she climbed out just to find that the capybara had climbed in from the other side of the log, but had gotten stuck, for it was too large. She then ran around to the back of the log and started kicking it, to make sure the capybara knew that the great Clarissa It was not to be chased. "Don't chase me, you glorified jungle beaver with no tail," she exclaimed. She then ran away and went to sleep right after she chewed on her feet, so she could taste the juicy goodness. That capybara was as scared as a beaver with no tail, so it never attacked Clarissa It again, but she did once have a very strange run-in with an orangutan. Once Clarissa It was sleeping in a tree when an extremely large orangutan fell on top of her. That orangutan was as large as a tree. She tried to get away, but the orangutan would not stop trying to eat her juicy feet. They are the juiciest part of the body. Eventually, she was able to get away and climb down the tree. Then plot twist! The orangutan was actually her son in a orangutan suit, and he had been watching her since she went into the jungle, which at this point was about 3 days ago. He attacked Clarissa and knocked her out. He took her to a big bonfire and started chanting. When Clarissa woke, he threw her into the fire. But plot twist! That was actually an orangutan in Clarissa costume. Clarissa had a backup Clarissa, who was actually an orangutan the whole time. But of course her son did not know that, so he screamed with delight when the orangutan burned to death. Clarissa had many other adventures, but one more will be shared today. The very first day Clarissa was in the jungle, she was looking for something to eat. She found a quite large wasp nest. She, however, thought it was a big grape. She put a large part of it in her mouth and started chewing. When it started to hurt, she thought it was a poisonous grape, so she spit it out. She looked at the wasp nest in surprise and then passed out. But then plot twist! Turns out that the wasp nest was actually Clarissa's mother-in-law, Shirley. She dragged Clarissa to the nearest tree and cut it open. She shoved her inside and then told her own poodle to eat Clarissa's juicy feet, which it did gladly. Clarissa woke up the next day and saw that she was being eaten by a poodle. But wait, there's more. Actually, that's it. Haha, get it? Clarissa It. Pop!